The staff here are totally committed, passionate and dedicated to what they do. We have a very highly qualified staff. The majority of the staff are diploma qualified and we are teacher trainers as well as teachers. We have extremely tight quality control where teachers have to peer observe to make sure that standards are not slipping anywhere. And we're constantly innovating. Because of our teacher training, we're at the forefront, we're at the cutting edge of new methodologies coming into teaching. International House Bristol, I feel, is unique because we focus on teaching the English that's spoken by ordinary people without compromising on correctness, on the skills, reading, writing, speaking, listening, and all the time we're building vocabulary.
The best thing is the teachers because they are fun and efficient at the same time, so you're learning a lot with them. And the other thing really interesting is you're studying with some students from all over the world, so it's very rich experience.
I have been bringing students to this school for 12 years and it gets better and better. Teachers are very highly qualified and I will bring more students every year.
We approach the language in terms of chunks of language. So rather than teach word by word, we teach people phrases. The great thing about teaching students chunks of language and giving them the language that's used on a daily basis by ordinary English-speaking people is that if they're living here in the UK, it means they can interact with people almost from day one.
All the lessons are really dynamic and all the kids are very, very happy and they've improved a lot their English since they first arrived here.
The biggest impact, I think, is on confidence. Students are suddenly producing big, long pieces of English. And this makes them feel, oh, I can do this. This is possible. We teach both adults and juniors here at IH Bristol. Adults can come throughout the year. Juniors have the opportunity to come either in the summer or at Easter, or as part of a closed group at any time during the year. We do Cambridge ESOL exams, for which we're the Bristol Open Centre, Trinity ESOL speaking exams, and IELTS University entrance exams. Our success rate at all three exams is extraordinary. Our success rate in 2008 for Trinity was 100%, and for Cambridge ESOL it was also 100%. For IELTS you don't pass or fail, you get a particular grade, but so far we haven't had a single IELTS student who failed to get the grade that he or she required. As the Cambridge Open Centre, we're in a position to offer some free places for exams. So you may find that if you signed up for an exam course, the exam you want to do comes to you completely free. What we try to do in our specialised courses is to get students using English to do something different. So they have their general English course in the morning, in the afternoon they have their specialist course, where they bring the English they've learned and they apply it to making DVDs or putting together a stage show or creating a newspaper with an online component. Using the language to do something else, having a task, ties in nicely to the theories of task-based learning. It also offers extra motivation to the students, and it means that students who aren't shining necessarily in the general class in the morning have an opportunity to shine in a different way in the afternoon. The course that we offer specifically for youngsters is the academic preparation course. We give them a taste of what life is like in an independent boarding school. They stay at Clifton College. And we give them general English in the mornings plus specific academic English in the afternoons. Students go away at the end of every week having been presented with 100 new pieces of language. This is our Project 100 idea, and it's one of the basic blocks of our teaching philosophy.
We're going to review Project 100 and we're going to review our weather vocabulary that we've done this week.
So today, talking about the cultural question, have a look. Are you a heavy sleeper?
The cultural question is designed to raise awareness of things which are different in the UK from the countries that the students come from. It focuses on everything from marriage to cars, television, food, anything which could broadly be called culture. The phrase of the day is something which English speakers say, but foreign students very rarely get access to. And these things are very popular because it makes the students sound like they know what they're talking about, and it gives them access to conversations with people their own age who are native English speakers.
It's not the end of the world.
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 Conversation Club is one of the highlights of the IH Bristol week. It's a free-for-all conversation. It is structured. We do have teachers there. Very often we have trainee teachers as well. The students are free to talk without any interruption. They're not corrected. And it only takes about one visit to Conversation Club for everybody to see the benefit. At IH Bristol, we have 3 types of accommodation available to students. The first and most popular of these is homestay. This is where students live with an English family, taking most of their meals with them and sharing their day-to-day lives. This gives students the experience of being at the heart of a genuine English family. It's extremely valuable, it gives a lot of practice in English, and it's quite a cultural experience as well. There's nothing like living in somebody else's house to find out in what ways a country is different from your own. We also have self-catering options, and these are either tied in with homestay or they can be self-catering in a self-contained flat where they don't have any English speakers around, but they may be sharing with other students. The third type of accommodation we offer is residential accommodation, and we can offer this year-round. Residential accommodation is often in dormitory-style rooms. Some of our residential accommodation is private rooms and shared bathroom, and some is private rooms and private bathroom as well. What makes staying in Bristol so great is Bristol itself. It's a wonderful place. It's got everything. It's got wonderful leafy suburbs with massively big houses and really friendly people, but it's also got an incredibly vibrant student life. With 2 universities and one of the best shopping centres in Europe, obviously you've got a lot going on. There are festivals throughout the year, there are things to see and do, there are things to get involved in. So I think it offers people the best of both worlds. It offers them the tranquility that you find in the leafy suburbs and the upbeat, lively nightlife and weekend life that any student wants to find wherever they're living.
In the classroom, we are focusing on real English, but in the social programme, we're actually taking that English out into real situations where the students can actually use them and talk to each other in the kind of situations where English people are using English. The activities that take place at the school for students are things like quizzes, karaoke, treasure hunts, that kind of thing. We also do excursions. We go off to other cities like Bath, London, Cardiff. To date, we're doing pancake making. This has evolved out of the Shrove Tuesday celebration, and we now do it 3 or 4 times a year because students just love it so much. And the great thing about it is that students actually collaborate in the making of the pancakes. Well, the students' English really benefits because this is taking English out of the classroom into a real situation. It's real English about real activities. for juniors, events can take place in the afternoon when they mainly do activities, sports and that kind of thing. In the evening when they might be doing African drumming or something like that. And then they do excursions at the weekend.
We run 3 different teacher training courses here at IH Bristol. We do entry-level teacher training, that's the certificate in teaching English as a foreign language, or the certificate in TESOL. This is a 5-week intensive course which qualifies people to teach English as a foreign language worldwide. It's extremely popular and competition for places is very strong. We also offer diploma level training, and this is quite unusual. Very few schools in the UK offer diploma level training. But all of our full-time staff are qualified to teach on the diploma programme. And this is one of the reasons why we remain at the cutting edge of teaching, because we're constantly being challenged to come up with lessons that are relevant to the new methodologies that are being introduced on a regular basis. One of the most innovative courses that we do is the Foreign Teachers of English course, or the FTE course as it's known. And this course is specifically designed to target teachers who teach English in their own country but are not native speakers. These courses happen during the summertime here in Bristol, or we can send trainers to anybody's institution in any country in the world. We have a huge benefit. We can employ a phenomenal number of people from our own courses and give them that vital first step in experience if they're doing the certificate, or first step on the proper career ladder in EFL if they're taking the diploma. The vast majority of the staff who work here have come through our training programs.
Future perfect continuous.
We love employing people that we've trained because we've seen them teach.